first I feel like I should explain why my game got pushed back. I work nights. I don't wake up until 5:35. That's when my alarm is set. It's 5:35 p.m. Eastern. I could have sworn my run was much later. So I woke up, I checked the schedule. I'm like, oh crap, my run's starting in like 2 minutes. I jumped out of bed, ran over to my PC, woke it up, like started getting everything set up, and realized that they delayed my run. I was like, oh, thank goodness. So yeah, I literally just woke up. So hey, here's Operation C for the Game Boy. And it's a Contra, so yeah, I think you guys already know what to expect. Wait, why am I starting the time already? It's on character control. There we go. I'm used to just starting timer whenever I press start in games, so. Alright, so, of course, the very first weapon we're going to get is the old trusty spread. You can't play a Contra without it. I'm going to pick up another one for good measure. And if you notice now, we actually shoot 5 instead of 3. A 5 spread instead of a 3 spread. Oops, messed up that jump there. Jumped a little late. Oh well. I'm definitely not getting world record on this run, so this is the hardest part in the game. I just gotta stare up at the sky and spray. It takes it out of me. It really does. Luckily with this game, unlike Nintendo Contra, I know like Nintendo Contra you actually gotta sit there and spray or mash the button. This one you just gotta hold down B and it fires for you. So, which is good because I suck at mashing. Now we get the cheater's gun. You don't actually have to worry about aiming. Just shoot. Unfortunately, we keep it for 2 seconds. The Taz actually keeps it a little bit longer than we do, because they actually manipulate how the bullets shoot, which actually makes it faster to kill some enemies. By the way, if you guys have not watched the Taz for this game, I really recommend that you do. It's amazing. And there's a glitch that the Taz does throughout the entire run that saves a lot of time, and it's not RTA viable, so it's pretty entertaining to watch. Now we get the first boss, which I think with most games, the first boss is always the hardest, so if I can get through this, I'll be amazed. Oof. There's just so many enemies on the screen, and there's just the boss has got such a tiny hitbox. Oof. So that's the first boss, nice and easy. And then, of course, since this is Contra, it's not a side scroller anymore; it's an up and down. There's 5 stages to this game, and they alternate between side scroller and up and down. So stage 2 and 4 are your up and down stages. I'm just gonna walk right on top of this tank and then just spray it down, nice and simple. And that was a really slow fight. Ooh, really slow fight. Or, since you guys probably don't know this game, that was a super fast fight. Man, did you see how quickly I killed that enemy? I'm gonna count 5 of these guys and then go over to this guy and destroy him. Unfortunately, this treadmill or conveyor belt or whatever goes backwards until I destroy 4 of these things. So it's kind of slow to walk onto, but there's nowhere else I can go. So I'm forced to just keep walking on that slow conveyor belt. Then we get another tank. Just wait for it to come down and walk inside in between the turrets and then just keep wiggling back and forth while spraying. That was a pretty good fight. I want to stay all the way back there so I don't have to adjust my... If I'm too far forward, I won't be able to... Like that's how the screen goes forward. If I was too far forward, that wouldn't happen. So I want to make sure I'm that far back. The Taz just skips right through that wall. It's one of the many time savers the Taz has. So another difficult fight. We're just going to stand here and just hold down B. And then transition to the other side. Always difficult fights, man. They're just... The Contra bosses are always difficult. Now we got the worst stage in the game, stage 3, or area 3. If I don't die here, it'll probably be a miracle, so... This is where almost all my runs end. My PB, which is actually the world record, I actually, was the first time I actually managed to get through this stage. I managed to finally get through the stage on my, and then I ended up actually getting world record with it. The stage does not go well with me. It's not a very good world record, unfortunately. It can be improved by a decent bit, but... Oh, I hit B! I tell you I hit B! No! Not a death like that, game. Come on. Oh, I had to turn around and kill that guy, and I shot. I swear. I pulled the trigger. Well, unfortunately, I have no idea where my power-ups are, so... Looks like we're doing this, default gun. Free world record noted. Hey, man, if you want to come grab it, I'm more than happy. Alright, that's a spread. We'll take that, whatever. So, I have this horrible thing where I don't ever actually learn backup strats. I go for world record or broke, so I have no idea where any of my... I have no idea where any of the other power-ups are, so... Yeah. Oh my goodness, I was holding down! I'm gonna cry, dude. I'm seriously gonna cry at this point in time. If you guys could look away. If you guys could please look away while I go cry. This jump right here is a lot harder than it looks. I die there, unfortunately, quite a bit. Yeah, this run's going poorly. That one death threw me off. Like I said, I turned, I was holding B, he just didn't shoot. I have no idea how this fight is going to go. I destroyed the arms, which is okay. The fight actually didn't go too well. That fight, it's a 2-cycle no matter what. On the RTA, the Taz actually 1-cycles it. It's insanely precise to 1-cycle it, so... Alright, luckily we get our firepower back here, so... We're back where we need to be. This is probably the hardest stage. I know I said Area 3 was difficult, but this area... You know how like when you're just holding the D-pad for a long time, your thumb starts hurting? This stage does that to you. You just hold up the entire time, pretty much. So, it's one of those difficult stages. Just avoid that guy. Kill that guy. Unfortunately, we have to stop here, because we can't get around that. The Taz actually does by, again, just walking right through walls. And then we just hold forward from now on. See what I mean about it being a difficult stage? Like, how is any human being supposed to get past this? And then we got whatever that is. That fight's not difficult. The worst thing about it is you need to line yourself up correctly. So if you go too far forward, you'll walk into him. If you don't go forward enough, then when you turn to the side, you're not shooting them. So, not too hard of a fight, but it's easy to mess up every once in a while. And then we got the last area in the game. And we're just going to shoot the ground so we can get rid of these guys. Pretty sure that's how the world works. You just shoot the ground and people disappear. There's nothing really to this stage. It's, again, just a side scroller. You just gotta keep going right and killing stuff. The hardest part is probably the boss fight, because it's kind of precise how it needs to be done, so hopefully I can show that off correctly to you guys, because this run's been pretty abysmal so far, and I messed that up by keeping that turret alive, so we're just going to stand there and kill it instead. Alright, so you gotta land on the elevator and jump to activate it. And then we get this long elevator ride. Sadly, there's no elevator music. We have to listen to contra music instead. I need to possibly modify this ROM and make it where I can listen to elevator music during this. Who wants to listen to... Well, I'm shooting this! Oh my goodness! Please, somebody. Stop me from doing what I'm doing. Alright, we're almost at the end of the game anyway. I can live with the default gun. I'm messing around too much. I blame you guys for making me talk. This would have been world record if I had not been talking. You guys messed up my world record. Are you happy? I knew this was going to be my worst run in the marathon. It's a Contra, you know. A lot of things can go wrong. I wanted Toad to actually run this game, or race it with me, but he told me that he was way too good for this game, and I agreed with him, so... And I just messed that up, didn't I? Yes, I did. Awesome. So I was supposed to not jump as quickly as I did, so I could not scroll the screen. I scrolled the screen, so this part's going to be a pain to get through, like that. Guys, I'm really messing this up. I'm sorry. I gotta take this super slow now, which is just dumb. There's every other one opens up and shoots. I'm not supposed to activate the screen as early as I did, but I'm an idiot and I activated the screen. Like I said, I just woke up. That's my excuse. So, and you can just walk right through that if you don't activate the screen as quickly as I did. So here's my opinion, the final boss. He's not actually the final boss. And this is the only time we're actually supposed to die. We're supposed to take an intentional death on him. But since I don't have the firepower, obviously I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kill him. This run has been so bad. We're supposed to take an intentional death there because the pea shooter is actually stronger on the actual final boss. That fight looks really, really good if you have the firepower, the flamethrower, whatever. But, you know, I haven't had that all game, so. And here's the final boss. This is the reason you would use the pea shooter, because it's hits taken, not damage. So you get more hits per second with the pea shooter. And when I lose control of my character, that is game. Alright guys, I'm so sorry for that horrible run. I really am. Yeah, that was bad. That was horrible. It's a good game though. I mean, if you guys haven't played Operation C, I recommend it. I imagine most people probably have because it is a Contra. But it's a really, really fun game. So just don't die like I did. Keep the firepower. Or keep the flamethrower. The flamethrower makes this game a lot easier. Underestimate. It was your fault, Spaz. What is wrong with you people? If you guys would not talk, not force me to talk. So, I mean, the good thing is, up next we have a Castlevania race, which is perfect. So if you guys could just forget that my run happened and just enjoy the hell out of the Castlevania race, I would really, really appreciate that.